successful. So with Cocktail Flight School, we have a particular menu that's offered, and I'm switching up the menu every 3 to 4 months based on what's seasonally available, what's going to be, how do you say this, conducive to that time of year. Like, it's wintertime, so let's do cocktails that are reminiscent of winter flavors, what we associate with needing to cuddle, whether it be a big spoon or a little spoon, right? So you come in, you're greeted, hey, like, I'm Andy, I'm going to be your spirit guide, and I'm going to lead you through this Cocktail Flight School. What is Cocktail Flight School? We tell them all. So we're going off this menu, and we're going to taste our Hangar One straight. I'm going to taste you on that spirit, tell you all about it, how we make it, and then we're going to taste Pero de Vie. Pero de Vie, our unaged pear brandy. I'm going to tell you all about that, how we make it. And then we're going to break it down and talk about how to make a pear martini with those two spirits. I'm going to have you squeeze it, I'm going to have you shake it, I'm going to have you measure it, and then it's going to be tools of the trade. Show me your shaker face. And then we share that cocktail, and everyone steps away from the bar, they talk amongst themselves, and then I'm setting up more glassware for the next round, which will be our B&E bourbon, breaking and entering bourbon. They taste the bourbon by itself. We talk all about the bourbon project, and then another cocktail. And I ask someone else, you're going to squeeze that lemon. How much lemon juice do I need? I ask people to tell me, how much lemon do I need? Okay, sweet, go ahead and squeeze that. How much simple syrup do I need? All right, let's get into it. What's simple syrup? How do you make it? How do you cap a Boston shaker? Another round, boom, monkey rides the bear. Then it's another spirit that's tasted, that's our terroir gin. We make a cocktail with it, and at the end we cap it with absinthe. But every 3 months or so I switch it up to where sometimes it's 2 spirits that lead into a cocktail, sometimes it's just 1, sometimes it's 3. It kind of depends because every cocktail is unique and different. But what I like the most about it is that people get to really mingle. And they get to actually enjoy themselves and have a cocktail and chat, but they're also learning. People get very daunted by the concept of making cocktails at home, which I always feel like
I'm that same way, and I would love to be able to do it.
Like it's literally just you gotta practice, and it's trial and error, and we literally tell you how to do it effectively because there are certain things that people do, and I'm gonna bust these out because I think it's so funny, but not in a bad way funny. Because when you're making a cocktail, and let's say, for example, I'm gonna make a cocktail. I've got my Boston Shaker pint glass out. It's Boston Shaker 10, I got my pint glass that's tempered rim, I'm going to be ready to do this. So you're going to start to measure out things. People get so excited about making a cocktail, the first thing they do is they put ice in the glass. And then they start measuring things out. Like,
measure with ice?
How much water do you want in your cocktail?
Right.
I'm going to put it out there. I
Exactly.
want booze. But then, it's like, don't do that. Ice is the last thing you put in. And we tell people that. It's like, you may feel compelled. You're like, I'm Bunny Rabbit. She's a maniac. I just want to get in it.
Ooh, no you didn't. Just do the wave, girl.
And I kind of did it a little quick, too. A little bit of that. But then the first thing you're thinking is, I want booze. I absolutely think the first thing I want to put in there is booze, booze, booze. It's like, no, that's the most expensive ingredient. So we tell people, slow your roll. Take a step back. Breathe. You're going to use the less expensive ingredients first. Simple syrup first. Why? It's the stickiest. So when you're like, oh, it's my first one, let it drop in, let it seep out, and then you're putting in juice. Whether it be lime juice, whether it be lemon juice, whether it be apple juice or pineapple juice. And what does that acid do? Clean that cup for you. It does. Like simple first, the stickiest. So simple always first. Your sweetness first. Start with the sweet. And then you get your pucker value and your juice, your acid, your citrus. And then the final thing you're going to put, well, second to last, the spirit. Whether it be 1, whether it be 2. And then finally ice. So the class is great because we literally tell people this and they have to hear it. And I think even for you making cocktails at home, Kelly, it's going to be super helpful too. Because what happens at home when you make cocktails and you put booze in first and ice in first, you're like, it just doesn't taste right. So what's the solution? More booze, and you end up making a cocktail, which you'll drink, of course.
Because you just poured all that booze in it.
Yeah, but it's not a balanced cocktail. And
Got
so
it.
you feel discouraged, like, oh, I wasn't quite happy with that. So if you've got it already locked down, especially when we hand out cards with recipes on it, so people make this at home so easy. And then once you learn how to make these basic cocktails that are simple in a great way, simple in a pristine way, then you can play. Meaning you will be inspired to do things because you like orange juice and you like vanilla or whatever it is. You'll play.